In the spacious corridors of an old university on the outskirts of New York, where the echo of footsteps mingled with the rustle of pages in libraries, Louise always felt at home. She was 28 and taught 19th century literature, immersing herself in the worlds of Dickens and Austen with such passion that students froze during her lectures. Her life seemed perfect: a cozy apartment in Brooklyn, husband Alex, a successful architect who brought her flowers on weekends and planned joint trips to Europe. But inside Louise grew a vague unease, like a shadow from a cloud on a sunny day. She smiled at Alex, but his kisses left a taste of emptiness. It's just routine, she convinced herself, sorting through stacks of essays at her desk in the office overlooking the campus. Anna, a year older, worked in the same university, but in the psychology department. Tall, with a mane of chestnut hair she casually tied in a ponytail, Anna was the one everyone noticed. Her lectures on cognitive biases filled auditoriums, and students whispered about her sharp mind and warm smile. She had come from California, leaving behind a turbulent youth full of experiments and broken hearts. Anna lived alone in a small apartment near campus, with shelves crammed with books on Freud and Jung, and loved long walks along autumn alleys where leaves crunched underfoot like forgotten secrets. Their paths crossed by chance on one of those rainy autumn days when the university conference hall filled with the aroma of coffee and wet umbrellas. The faculty was hosting an interdisciplinary seminar, Literature and Psychology: How Emotions in Novels Reflect Real Human Conflicts. Louise was preparing a talk on hidden desires in Jane Eyre, and Anna, on the subconscious motives of characters. They collided at the coffee machine during a break. Louise, tripping over someone's backpack, spilled coffee on Anna's blouse. "Oh God, I'm sorry," Louise exclaimed, blushing and grabbing napkins. "I'm so clumsy today." Anna laughed, her eyes, the color of an autumn forest, flashing with warmth. "No big deal. Coffee is like life. Sometimes it burns, but without it, it's boring."
I'm Anna, psychology.
"And you?" "Louise, literature. Let me at least buy you a new cup." They sat at a corner table, and the conversation flowed naturally. Louise spoke about how Charlotte Brontë masked passion beneath Victorian conventions, and Anna added, "That's a classic case of repression. Desire doesn't vanish. It just hides in the shadows." Louise felt her heart beat faster, not from caffeine, but from how Anna leaned closer, listening with genuine interest in her eyes. You see people through and through, Louise thought, and the idea pricked her like a needle. After the seminar, they exchanged emails to discuss ideas. Louise returned home to Alex, who greeted her with candlelit dinner. "How was your day, honey?" he asked, kissing her cheek. She smiled mechanically. Interesting, met a colleague. But that night, lying in bed, she couldn't sleep, replaying Anna's laugh, her confident gestures. "What's wrong with me?" Louise whispered into the darkness. The correspondence began innocently. Articles, book recommendations. "Read this essay on repressed emotions in Wuthering Heights," Louise wrote. Anna replied quickly with emojis and questions. "What do you think? Did Catherine truly love Heathcliff, or was it projection?" They met at the campus cafe, at first under the pretext of work. Anna shared stories from her practice. Patients often don't realize what they want until they face the truth head-on. Louise nodded, but inside a storm raged. With Alex, everything was predictable: dinner, movie, sleep. With Anna, like a breath of fresh air after a stuffy classroom. One evening, after a late meeting in the library where they were dissecting a joint student project, it poured. Anna suggested, "My apartment's closer. Let's wait it out under a roof." Louise hesitated but nodded. In Anna's cozy living room, with a view of city lights, they drank mint tea. The conversation slipped into the personal. "You're married?" Anna asked casually, stirring sugar. Louise froze. "Yes, Alex. He's a good man." "But..." Anna looked straight, without judgment. Louise sighed. "But I feel emptiness. Like I'm living in someone else's story." Anna set down her cup. "I know that feeling. In college, I dated a guy, thought it was forever. Then I realized, no. My heart pulls elsewhere." She didn't specify, but Louise felt a surge of heat. They sat close, rain tapping the window. Anna touched Louise's hand. "You deserve to be truly happy." In that moment, Louise realized this wasn't friendship. It was something deeper, frightening and alluring. The drama built gradually, like a thunderstorm. Louise began avoiding Alex, excuses, late returns. "Work," she said, but guilt shadowed her eyes. With Anna, meetings turned secretive, park walks where they held hands under umbrellas, whispering fears. "I'm afraid of ruining my life," Louise confessed, leaning on Anna's shoulder. "And I'm afraid of losing you without trying," Anna replied, her voice trembling. The climax came at the university ball, an annual event in the old hall with crystal chandeliers. Alex insisted Louise go with him. "Let's unwind, like old times." She wore an elegant dress, but her heart pounded. Anna was there too, in a sharp suit helping organize. Their eyes met across the room, an electric charge. Alex danced with Louise, but she saw only Anna, standing by the wall with a glass in hand. Stepping onto the balcony for fresh air, Louise heard footsteps.
Anna.
"I can't pretend anymore," she whispered, stepping closer. Louise turned, tears in her eyes. "Alex is inside. This will destroy everything." "But it's the truth, Louise. You feel it too." Rain started again, but they didn't notice. Anna cupped Louise's face gently, like a fragile book. Their lips met. The first kiss, full of desperation and relief. Soft, warm, like a confession of love both had hidden for years. Louise responded, embracing Anna. The world narrowed to this moment. The taste of tea on lips, the scent of rain, the beating of hearts. But reality crashed in fast. Alex found them by chance stepping out to smoke. His face twisted in shock. "Louise? What is this?" His voice broke. She pulled away, trembling. "Alex, I'm sorry. I don't love you. Not the way I thought." The scene was agonizing. Shouts, tears, explanations in the corridor. Alex left, slamming the door, leaving Louise in the ruins of her old life. Anna supported her. Nights of talking, embraces in the apartment where Louise temporarily stayed. "It hurts, but now you're free," Anna said, stroking Louise's hair. The divorce was excruciating, friends whispered, family called with questions, university gossip buzzed like bees. Louise lost stability, but found herself. With Anna, they built anew, joint lectures where their chemistry captivated students, trips to Vermont where autumn leaves blazed red, quiet evenings with books by the fireplace. Years later, walking those same university corridors, Louise held Anna's hand openly. "Remember our first kiss in the rain?" she asked. Anna smiled. "How could I forget? That was the moment I knew. Love doesn't hide in shadows." Their story became legend among colleagues, not scandalous, but inspiring. Louise finally lived in her own book, full of passion and truth, with the woman who saw her soul from the very first glance.